Welcome back to our channel, where we bring you the juiciest and most intriguing updates from the world of entertainment. If you thought the Grammy Awards were just about music and trophies, think again. This year's event was packed with drama, unexpected reunions, and jaw-dropping moments that had everyone talking. From Kanye West making headlines yet again with his bold antics to an emotional truce between Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter, the night was anything but ordinary. So, buckle up as we dive into all the chaos, controversies, and surprises that made the 2025 Grammys one for the history books. The 2025 Grammy Awards were nothing short of chaotic, sparking an avalanche of discussions about the night's most shocking and memorable moments. From Kanye West making a grand entrance alongside his nearly nude wife to an unexpected interaction between Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter, the evening was packed with surprises. With A-list celebrities and unpredictable drama unfolding left and right, there's plenty to unpack. Even before the awards ceremony officially commenced, the drama had already begun brewing. On the eve of the Grammys, Kanye West stirred up controversy on Instagram, expressing gratitude to the Recording Academy for nominating his song Carnival. His post read, "Thank you to the Grammys for nominating Carnival." But what really set social media on fire was his revelation that he was only following one person on Instagram, Taylor Swift. Given their long and turbulent history, this move was widely interpreted as an attempt to reignite old tensions or, at the very least, attract attention. Taylor's fans were quick to plead with him to leave her alone and stop dragging her into his antics. For those who need a refresher, the Kanye-Taylor feud dates back to the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards when Kanye infamously interrupted Taylor's acceptance speech, declaring that Beyoncé deserved the award instead. Although they seemingly mended fences at one point, the rivalry reignited in 2016 when Kanye dropped his track Famous, which featured a provocative lyric about Taylor. The situation escalated further when Kim Kardashian leaked a phone call that appeared to show Taylor approving the song, only for the full, unedited version to surface years later, implying otherwise. The fallout led to Taylor facing massive public backlash, which in turn birthed her reputation era and deepened the divide between her and the Kardashian-West clan. Given this fraught history, Kanye's decision to follow Taylor on Instagram didn't sit well with many. But that wasn't even the biggest shocker of the night. When he arrived at the Grammys, he did so alongside his wife, Bianca Censori, and the couple instantly became the center of attention. Once Bianca removed her oversized coat, she revealed an outfit or lack thereof that left little to the imagination. The sheer, nearly transparent ensemble she wore left her practically exposed, showing everything from her chest to her backside. The internet went into an absolute frenzy over this stunt, with many questioning whether she could face legal repercussions for public indecency. Had a man worn something this revealing, critics argued, he likely would have been arrested on the spot. This incident added fuel to the already simmering debate surrounding Bianca's increasingly daring fashion choices. Some observers speculated whether these revealing outfits were truly her preference, or if Kanye was the one orchestrating her looks. Concern over her well-being has been growing, with fans questioning whether she has full agency over her choices, or if she is simply following Kanye's direction. Adding to the night's chaos, a rumor began circulating that Kanye and Bianca had been kicked out of the Grammys. Entertainment Tonight initially reported that the couple was removed from the event, only to later retract the statement. Multiple outlets then confirmed that Kanye had not been ejected but had simply chosen to leave after walking the red carpet. People magazine reported, Kanye West and Bianca Censori were not escorted out of the 2025 Grammys. Reports claiming otherwise are false. West attended as a nominee and left after making his red carpet appearance. Kanye later addressed the controversy on Instagram, posting a photo of Bianca in her striking ensemble and captioning it, "Custom couture Grammy dress for the most beautiful woman ever. My love, my best friend, my wife." Shortly afterward, he unfollowed Taylor Swift and changed his following list to include only Bianca. Interestingly, during the Grammys broadcast, a Yeezy commercial aired, advertising that Kanye's clothing line was now selling items for just $20 on his website, with hints that new music might also be available for purchase. Whether his entire Grammy night spectacle was a calculated promotional move remains unclear. What remains particularly baffling, however, is the glaring contradiction in Kanye's stance on modesty. Not long ago, he openly criticized his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, for dressing in revealing outfits, expressing concern that their daughters might be negatively influenced. Yet now, his current wife is attending high-profile events with him in attire that is even more provocative. The inconsistency has left many puzzled and questioning what exactly Kanye is aiming for. While Kanye's antics dominated the night, there was at least one heartwarming moment amidst the Grammy drama. Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter stunned fans when they were spotted hugging during a commercial break, signaling a possible end to their long-rumored feud. This was a major moment for fans, given their widely speculated tension stemming from the infamous love triangle involving Joshua Bassett. The saga began in 2021 when Olivia released Driver's License, a song that many believed detailed her heartbreak over Joshua moving on with Sabrina. In response, Sabrina dropped Skin, which listeners interpreted as a direct reply to Olivia's hit. The feud fueled months of speculation and online discourse, with Sabrina facing significant backlash from Olivia's fans. For years, the two artists seemed to avoid each other at public events, adding to the perception of an ongoing rift. However, this embrace at the Grammys appeared to signify that any bad blood between them had been put to rest. With so many headline-grabbing moments in one night, the 2025 Grammys will undoubtedly go down as one of the most talked-about ceremonies in recent memory. Whether it was Kanye's attention-grabbing stunts, Bianca's jaw-dropping fashion choice, or the surprising Olivia-Sabrina reconciliation, this star-studded evening gave the entertainment world plenty to dissect. The 2025 Grammy Awards were nothing short of electrifying, delivering a night packed with unforgettable performances, major wins, and, of course, a healthy dose of controversy. Whether it was the industry-shaking drama, the unexpected snubs, or the history-making victories, this year's ceremony had everyone talking. From Kendrick Lamar's triumph over Drake with his diss track to Beyoncé finally securing Album of the Year after years of being overlooked, the night was full of jaw-dropping moments. And let's not forget Taylor Swift and Billie Eilish going home empty-handed, sending the internet into a frenzy. One of the biggest highlights of the night was the long-anticipated reconciliation between Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter. The two were spotted sharing a heartfelt hug, chatting away, and putting to rest years of rumored tension. Fans who had been following their saga since the driver's license drama were overjoyed to see them finally moving past it. But if anyone truly dominated the evening, it was Kendrick Lamar. The rapper walked away with an impressive 5 Grammy wins, including one for Not Like Us, a track that took direct aim at Drake. Their heated feud had been one of the most talked-about musical battles of the past year, and Kendrick's Grammy sweep felt like a definitive victory in their ongoing rap war. Social media was ablaze with reactions, with one Twitter user hilariously noting, "Winning a Grammy for being the best hater? Low-key the most inspiring thing I've seen in a while." While Kendrick's victories were a hot topic, another major moment came when Chappell Roan took home the award for Best New Artist. But instead of a traditional acceptance speech, she seized the moment to call out the music industry for its exploitative practices, advocating for fair wages and health care for signed artists. The crowd erupted in applause, with fellow musicians standing in solidarity, showing their appreciation for her boldness in addressing such a critical issue. On the flip side, some major stars walked away empty-handed, leading to intense online debates. Taylor Swift and Billie Eilish, two of the biggest names in music, both left the ceremony without a single win. However, Taylor seemed unbothered, celebrating the night with drinks, cheering on her friends, and partying without a care. The conversation around Billie, however, was a bit more intense. When Beyoncé was announced as the winner of Album of the Year, cameras caught Billie looking visibly emotional. Some viewers interpreted her tears as pure happiness for Beyoncé, while others speculated that she was heartbroken over her loss. And speaking of Beyoncé, her victory was one of the most monumental moments of the night. After years of being nominated but never winning, she finally secured the coveted Album of the Year award for Cowboy Carter, marking a historic first for her. With a staggering 99 Grammy nominations throughout her career, fans had long argued that she was overdue for this win. The internet erupted with mixed reactions, some celebrating her long-awaited moment, while others mourned Billy's loss. A viral tweet even joked, "Someone in the industry is scared of Jay-Z and Beyoncé because there is no way this just happened." The conspiracy theories started flying, but regardless of the chatter, the moment was undeniably significant. Cowboy Carter carries deep cultural meaning, shedding light on Black Southern heritage and challenging long-held stereotypes in country music, making the win even more impactful. But the Grammys weren't just about glitz and glamour. The ceremony also addressed its own controversial past. Back in 2021, The Weeknd publicly blasted the Recording Academy, calling it corrupt after his After Hours album and smash hit Blinding Lights failed to receive a single nomination. In response to the backlash, the Grammys announced reforms aimed at increasing transparency and diversity, including changes to nominating committees and expanded voting representation. This year, they repeatedly emphasized that the winners were determined by 13,000 voters, a figure they seemed eager to drill into viewers' minds. The changes appeared to have an impact, as The Weeknd ended his boycott of the awards and even made a surprise appearance on stage. However, despite all the official statements and supposed reforms, skepticism remains among fans and industry insiders alike. Some viewers weren't entirely convinced that the Grammys had truly changed, with whispers continuing about favoritism and behind-the-scenes deals. Beyond the awards and speeches, one unexpected source of drama unfolded on the red carpet. Legendary artist Babyface was in the middle of an interview when a reporter suddenly interrupted him to shout out to Chappell Roan, cutting the conversation short. Viewers found the moment incredibly rude, expressing disappointment over how a respected icon like Babyface was treated. Following the backlash, the journalists responsible quickly issued an on-air apology, acknowledging their mistake and emphasizing their admiration for Babyface. However, the damage was done, and the incident left a sour taste in the mouths of many viewers, with some even calling for the reporters to be fired. Despite the controversies and surprises, the 2025 Grammys were undeniably memorable. From artists using their platform to push for industry change to long overdue recognition finally being given, the night was full of highs and lows. Whether you were celebrating Beyoncé's historic win, Kendrick's victorious night, or the long-awaited Olivia-Sabrina reconciliation, there was something for everyone to talk about. So what are your thoughts? Were the right people recognized, or do you think there were major snubs? Let us know in the comments. We love hearing your opinions. Until next time, stay tuned for more updates, and we'll catch you in the next video. The whirlwind of drama surrounding It Ends With Us just keeps escalating. And now Ryan Reynolds has found himself deeply entangled in the chaos. Of course, given that he's married to Blake Lively, one of the film's leading figures, it's not entirely surprising that he's involved in some capacity. However, what is catching fans off guard is the extent of his involvement and the growing backlash surrounding his role in the situation. Once beloved as Hollywood's golden boy, Ryan is now facing scrutiny like never before, with social media dissecting every rumor and alleged interaction. Before we dive into all the messy details, let's take a moment to acknowledge something completely unrelated but equally entertaining. My latest obsession. I have a little confession to make. I've been spending way too much time on the farm lately. And no, not an actual farm. I'm talking about Heyday, the wildly addictive farming life simulator that has me in a complete chokehold. Whether I'm harvesting crops, baking pies like I'm on the Great British Bake Off, or trading goods with my neighbors, this game has become my ultimate escape from the drama of everyday life. There's something incredibly relaxing about building your dream farm without stress or complications, and the best part? It's totally free to play. If you're anything like me and love a good simulation game, you can click the link in my description or scan the QR code on the screen to join in on the fun. And it gets even better. Heyday is giving away a special reward pack worth $15.99, featuring 16 exclusive decorations to personalize your farm. My personal favorites? A charming little picnic setup, adorable plants, and some funky balloons that make my virtual farm feel like a cozy paradise. But hurry! The reward pack is only available until February 15th, so don't miss out. Download Heyday today for free on iOS and Android, and trust me, you won't regret it. Now, back to the chaos that is unfolding with Ryan Reynolds, and it ends with us. His reputation is undoubtedly taking a hit, and it's fascinating to watch how quickly public opinion can shift. For years, Ryan was considered one of the most likable and untouchable celebrities, known for his sharp wit, self-deprecating humor, and easygoing demeanor. Blake, too, was widely admired, with fans eagerly anticipating her annual Met Gala looks and praising her for her impeccable style. But now, the narrative surrounding both of them has changed drastically. If you haven't been keeping up, let's rewind a bit. The controversy surrounding It Ends With Us didn't just start with the recent social media drama or the mass unfollowing of Justin Baldoni. In reality, the film adaptation has been plagued with issues from the moment it was announced. Fans were immediately critical of the casting, with many arguing that Blake Lively didn't embody their vision of Lily Bloom, the novel's protagonist. This skepticism fueled speculation that Blake had something to prove, perhaps feeling the need to assert her influence over the project. And now, Ryan Reynolds is being accused of inserting himself into the situation as well. So why exactly is Ryan under fire? Well, as reports have surfaced, it's becoming increasingly evident that he played a significant role in supporting Blake behind the scenes. Of course, it's expected that a husband would stand up for his wife, especially if she expressed discomfort while working on a film. However, as new information emerges, fans are starting to question whether Ryan's involvement crossed the line from supportive to overbearing. According to Justin Baldoni's lawsuit against Blake, Ryan, and their publicist Leslie Sloan, a particularly heated exchange allegedly took place at Blake and Ryan's home. In this meeting, Ryan reportedly aggressively berated Justin, accusing him of fat-shaming Blake. Additionally, Justin insinuated that Blake had attempted to leverage both Ryan and Taylor Swift's influence to pressure him into using her version of the rooftop scene script. These allegations have only fueled the growing controversy, prompting fans to reevaluate Ryan's role in the unfolding drama. But that's not all. Another bombshell revelation has resurfaced, further complicating the situation. A report from October has been dug up, suggesting that Ryan was actively trying to buy the rights to It Ends With Us from Justin. According to Life and Style, an inside source claimed that Ryan was ready and prepared to put his money where his mouth is to ensure Blake's vision for the project moved forward. Allegedly, he was willing to offer millions to buy out Justin's stake in the film franchise entirely. If true, this raises even more questions. Was Ryan simply trying to protect his wife's creative vision, or was he attempting to strong-arm Justin out of the project altogether? Fans are now debating whether his involvement was necessary or if he completely overstepped his boundaries. Some argue that Ryan was only doing what any supportive husband would do, while others believe his interference may have only made things worse. It's a stark contrast to the image Ryan has carefully cultivated over the years. Up until now, he's managed to avoid Hollywood scandals, maintaining a reputation as a charming, drama-free A-lister. Even when controversies have surfaced around Blake in the past, such as rumors of tension with her Gossip Girl co-stars, her public perception has remained largely favorable. But with It Ends With Us, the tide is shifting. Suddenly, the golden couple of Hollywood isn't looking so untouchable anymore. As fans continue to dissect every detail, the internet is ablaze with speculation. Was Ryan genuinely trying to help Blake? Or did he take things too far? What really happened behind the scenes of It Ends With Us? And most importantly, what's next for both Ryan and Blake as they navigate this growing PR nightmare? One thing is for sure, this situation isn't going away anytime soon. With more rumors surfacing by the day, it'll be interesting to see how Ryan, Blake, and Justin respond moving forward. But in the meantime, let's hear your thoughts. Do you think Ryan was right to get involved? Or do you believe he overstepped? And what do you make of all the drama surrounding It Ends With Us? Let's discuss it in the comments. And as always, stay tuned for more updates. The ongoing saga surrounding It Ends With Us continues to unravel. And now, the situation has taken yet another dramatic turn, with Ryan Reynolds finding himself increasingly embroiled in the chaos. As speculation intensifies, one thing is becoming clear. Fans are not thrilled about his level of involvement in the film's production, particularly in light of the rumored tensions between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. The latest whispers suggest that Ryan may have been attempting to secure a deal that would allow Blake to continue her role in the franchise, without having to collaborate with Justin in any capacity. Given the alleged friction between the two on set, it's not entirely shocking that such conversations may have taken place. Beyond the personal drama, It Ends With Us has also faced its fair share of professional challenges. While the film managed to pull in an impressive $335 million at the box office, it was far from immune to criticism. Both fans and critics alike were vocal about their disappointment, with some arguing that the adaptation failed to capture the essence of Colleen Hoover's novel. Between the casting backlash, production disputes, and now the alleged behind-the-scenes power plays, the entire project has felt tumultuous from the very beginning. Now, while there's no official confirmation regarding Ryan's alleged attempt to strike a deal with Justin, it wouldn't be entirely surprising if such discussions had indeed taken place. Given the messy nature of this entire ordeal, it seems unfathomable that Justin would even consider working on a sequel alongside Blake after everything that has transpired. In fact, some argue that a sequel itself shouldn't even be on the table at this point. The controversy surrounding the first film alone has been more than enough to leave audiences exhausted. Yet, at the time this particular report surfaced, discussions about a potential follow-up film were apparently still ongoing. If you recall, during the film's premiere, Justin was asked about the possibility of directing a second installment. His response? He suggested that Blake Lively might be the one to step into the director's chair, stating, "We do have It Starts With Us, so I'm hoping to see you back in the double-duty role." However, Justin's tone shifted shortly after, adding, "I think there are better people for that one." That same night, Colleen Hoover was also questioned about the potential sequel and whether she would support Blake as its director. Her response was diplomatic but telling. She expressed that she was open to whoever would be willing to take on the project, acknowledging that aligning everyone's schedules would be a significant challenge. Given Colleen's clear support for Blake throughout the turmoil, it's not surprising that she would have entertained the idea of Blake leading the charge for a sequel, if such a film were ever to materialize. However, the elephant in the room remains. If It Starts With Us were to move forward, it would likely need to undergo significant changes. The only realistic way for the film to proceed would be to shift its entire focus to Lily and her romance with Atlas, completely cutting Justin's character, Ryle, out of the equation. Even if Justin were somehow found to be entirely innocent in this situation, there is simply no feasible way he and Blake could share a set again, not even indirectly. They wouldn't be able to promote the film together, and their strained dynamic would only create a PR disaster waiting to happen. But the reality is, fans don't even want this sequel anymore. Many have taken to social media urging the studio to abandon the project entirely, arguing that it's simply too tainted by all the off-screen drama. Even if Ryan were to successfully obtain the rights from Justin, would moving forward really be the best course of action? Would it even be worth the risk? At this point, some believe that Blake and Ryan's best move would be to step away from the project altogether, allowing the dust to settle and removing themselves from the headlines. Because let's face it, if they do decide to push forward with the sequel, regardless of whether Justin is involved or not, this entire controversy will inevitably be dredged back up in the media, reigniting an already messy situation. And just when you think the drama has peaked, new information keeps emerging. Over the weekend, Justin Baldoni released a website detailing an extensive timeline of events, including screenshots and an amended legal complaint. The details provided shed even more light on the internal conflicts surrounding the production, further fueling public curiosity about what really happened behind the scenes. When it comes to Ryan Reynolds' role in all of this, the details become even murkier. Allegedly, when Blake took a more dominant position in the film's creative direction, Ryan became significantly involved in the marketing and promotional aspects of the project. According to Justin's documented timeline, on July 2, 2024, during a Zoom conference between Wayfarer Studios and Sony's marketing team, it was revealed that Sony had been dealing with extensive revisions to their promotional plan, primarily due to issues stemming from a content shoot. The reason? Sony had outsourced the promotional material to Ryan Reynolds' company, Maximum Effort. Here's where things took a turn. Because Maximum Effort was hired to produce the campaign, the cost of the shoot skyrocketed, far exceeding Sony's original budget. What made matters worse was that, despite the hefty price tag, Sony was allegedly denied direct access to the footage that they had paid for. The content itself was also widely criticized for being completely disconnected from the core themes of the movie. Instead of creating a campaign that aligned with the story's emotional depth, the promotional shoot featured cast members engaging in activities like baking cookies, arranging flowers, and ironing patches onto denim. Many felt that this approach trivialized the subject matter of the film, skirting around its deeper, more serious themes. Adding another layer to the controversy, screenshots from a January 2023 text exchange between Blake and Justin revealed an interesting detail. Blake had initially claimed that Maximum Effort would work on the campaign for free. In her message, she wrote, "Max Effort is on board to help as much or as little as you want. Let me know. We have a great group over there who can help supplement and do the work that Sony won't." However, as we now know, the marketing costs escalated significantly, contradicting the initial claims that Ryan's company would be assisting without financial expectations. With all of these revelations coming to light, it's easy to see why Ryan Reynolds' involvement is now being scrutinized more heavily than ever before. What initially appeared to be a simple case of a husband supporting his wife's project has quickly spiraled into something far more complex. The question now is, did Ryan genuinely step in to help Blake, or did his involvement create more problems than solutions? Was Maximum Effort's participation in the film's marketing a well-intentioned effort, or did it ultimately cause unnecessary complications? One thing is certain, this situation is far from over. With new allegations, leaks, and legal disputes surfacing constantly, it's clear that the drama surrounding It Ends With Us will continue to unfold in the coming weeks. Whether Blake and Ryan will continue pushing forward or ultimately decide to distance themselves from the project remains to be seen. But at this rate, one can't help but wonder, will the headlines about this film ever stop? What do you guys think? Should Blake and Ryan just walk away from this mess entirely, or should they try to salvage what's left? Let me know in the comments, and as always, stay tuned for more updates. The drama surrounding It Ends With Us continues to spiral into new, unexpected territory, with Ryan Reynolds now firmly in the spotlight for his role in the chaos. New revelations are painting a picture of just how deeply involved he was in the film's promotion and behind-the-scenes decisions, and fans are less than thrilled. What started as speculation has now turned into a full-blown controversy, with leaked messages and insider reports fueling the fire. And as if things couldn't get any more complicated, Taylor Swift's name has now been thrown into the mix, much to her apparent frustration. One of the most surprising aspects of this entire ordeal is just how much Ryan Reynolds' production company, Maximum Effort, was allegedly involved in the promotional campaign for It Ends With Us. A leaked exchange between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively reveals that Blake was actively pushing to bring Ryan's company on board. She reportedly reassured Justin that Maximum Effort would operate under her leadership, ensuring that only the best ideas made the cut. However, as more information emerges, it's becoming clear that the marketing efforts may have been more chaotic than anticipated. Attached to Justin's legal filings is an email indicating that the creative team faced a barrage of revisions, most of which stemmed from feedback provided by Blake and Ryan. Notably, Maximum Effort was responsible for producing a significant portion of the film's promotional content, with some of it even being shared through Ryan's personal social media channels. Despite Sony financing the campaign, the studio was reportedly given limited access to the final footage, a decision that left many within the production frustrated. This revelation only adds to the growing resentment fans feel toward the film's marketing strategy, which was widely criticized for failing to capture the novel's essence. But the controversy doesn't stop there. In a shocking new development, Taylor Swift has now been pulled into the legal drama surrounding the film. According to Daily Mail, Taylor is allegedly distancing herself from Blake Lively after feeling that her name was used as an intimidation tactic in Justin Baldoni's lawsuit. While it's unclear how much truth there is to this report, given how notoriously private Taylor is about her personal relationships, the fact that her name has surfaced at all has left fans buzzing. Taylor's alleged involvement stems from messages exchanged between Blake and Justin during their dispute over the It Ends With Us script. Justin claims that during a meeting at Blake and Ryan's home, Taylor unexpectedly arrived and, along with Ryan, began showering Blake with praise over her rewritten version of the rooftop scene. Justin, who was already hesitant about the changes, took this as a subtle power play, an attempt to pressure him into approving Blake's version of the script. In the lawsuit, Justin references a message Blake sent him following the meeting, in which she expressed her disappointment that her work wasn't immediately embraced. She also alluded to having the support of two major celebrity allies, implying that their influence should have swayed Justin's decision. The lawsuit further claims that Justin later realized that the mega-celebrity friend Blake referred to was none other than Taylor Swift. Adding to the drama, Blake sent Justin another message referencing Game of Thrones, likening herself to the character Khaleesi and comparing her high-profile friends to protective dragons. She wrote, "If you ever get around to watching Game of Thrones, you'll appreciate that I'm Khaleesi. And like her, I happen to have a few dragons, for better or worse. But usually for better because my dragons also protect those I fight for. So really, we all benefit from those gorgeous monsters of mine. You will too. I can promise you." This cryptic message only fueled speculation that she was subtly reminding Justin of the powerful connections backing her. While Taylor has yet to comment publicly on these claims, reports suggest that she is not pleased with her name being dragged into the mess. According to an alleged source speaking to Daily Mail, Taylor never intended to be part of any behind-the-scenes power struggle. She had reportedly stopped by Blake and Ryan's penthouse simply for a friendly visit, unaware that an ongoing business meeting was still in progress. The source stated, "For the time being, Taylor is stepping back from Blake because she doesn't want to be involved in this any more than she already has. And honestly, that's far more than she ever needed to be." Another insider added, "Taylor is very conscious of her public image and doesn't appreciate being pulled into a controversy she had nothing to do with." However, it remains to be seen whether Taylor will actively distance herself from Blake in the long run. With the Super Bowl fast approaching, some are speculating that Taylor may use the event to publicly squash any rumors of a rift between them. Last year, Blake Lively attended the game alongside Taylor, gaining significant positive press simply by being in her orbit. Given the overwhelming media attention surrounding Taylor's relationship with Travis Kelce, appearing in her Super Bowl suite once again could serve as a strategic move for Blake to regain favor in the public eye. A new report from The Sun even claims that Blake is expected to attend the game, joining Taylor's inner circle, which includes Ryan Reynolds, Sabrina Carpenter, Selena Gomez, Ice Spice, and Benny Blanco. If this turns out to be true, it could serve as a public show of unity, putting to rest any speculation that Taylor is upset with Blake. Still, the question remains, how will all of this impact Ryan Reynolds' reputation? What started as a film controversy between Blake and Justin has now spiraled into a full-blown Hollywood mess, with Ryan and Taylor both being pulled into the fray. Many fans are questioning whether Ryan's involvement in the film's promotional campaign was truly necessary, and some are even suggesting that his support of Blake may have gone too far. At this point, the It Ends With Us drama is nowhere near dying down, and with new leaks and allegations surfacing regularly, it's clear that this saga is far from over. Will Blake and Ryan be able to recover from the backlash? Will Taylor publicly address the rumors? And most importantly, will It Starts With Us even happen now that the first film's reputation has been so thoroughly tainted? I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Taylor will distance herself from Blake? Or will the Super Bowl appearance be her way of subtly shutting down the rumors? And what do you make of Ryan Reynolds' deep involvement in all of this? Let me know your opinions in the comments below. Before we wrap things up, a huge shout out to Heyday for sponsoring today's video. If you haven't already, click the link in my description or scan the QR code on the screen to download the game for free. Trust me, you'll be just as obsessed with it as I am. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.